Please hold for Dave Sim. This is being recorded January 1st, 2026. Happy New Year to us. Dave, firstly, a matter of business. I canceled my fax number since I only ever faxed you, and I don't think you're getting the off White House phone or fax numbers back anytime soon. I think we're on the same page on that one. Secondly, since we now communicate what was formerly faxed through this new multi step purpose, but really it's just faxing with extra steps, I just call it the folks. Is it? That'd be interesting because it sounds like FOLKS. Um, in French, it would be the faux, which would be FOE. Uh, but it's a coined word, so let's just call it a folks. Um, thank you, Matt Dow, for my folks. Thirdly, to quote, cut them off at the pass, unquote. They closed the plant for the week of Christmas, December 22nd to 28th. So I had planned to spend the week proofreading Dodgers Dave Sim book. But, dot, 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 the 22nd was Paula and I's 20th wedding anniversary. The secret is to realize you can get rid of your wife, but you can never get rid of an ex wife. So you may as well marry well and learn to deal with the negatives. Children help. Child support can be quite the pain in the ass. All of that parenthetical. Yes. Duly noted. To put it in perspective, that's 6 more years than my folks were together. Okay, I forgot that part. That you come from a broken home, so yeah, major brownie points to pass your parents 6 years on the clubhouse turn. Anyway, we celebrated by Paula working her new position at the not how quote psychiatric facility unquote. It's the same job, just new hours, meaning she works overnight. So the kids and I just spent the day home and quiet so mom could sleep. That's certainly a new way to live. I had also developed a cold that knocked me on my ass. So sitting in silence, trying to remember how this breathing thing works, helped. Okay, parenthetically here, you can edit this part out, Matt. I was going to suggest that you download the sound effect of Lurch from the Addams Family, and when he goes, ugh. So every time in the course of this, please hold for Dave Sim, every time I go something like this, dot, dot, dot. So how are you feeling now, Matt? That's when you would dub in the sound of Lurch from the Addams Family. Okay, because Paula was working double shifts, Christmas Day and Boxing Day, the kids got to open their gifts Christmas Eve morning. Janice got an Apple Watch, and Natasha got a Nintendo Switch Lite. Basically, the latest iteration of a Game Boy. Emphasis, Grandpa's eyes glaze over. End emphasis. A handheld Atari. Yeah, you're still not coming anywhere close to something that's going to conjure a mental image for Grandpa. But there you go. Grandpa's a complete Luddite. So we'll just move on from there. So they spent the next few days happy, and all caps, all Donald Trump caps, Quiet, mom is trying to sleep! Exclamation mark. She's the one who earns the big paycheck, so Christmas is on her. All she asks is a little quiet and maybe clean your rooms. Grandpa's going to interject here and go, Janice, Bullwinkle, clean your rooms. Not maybe clean your rooms. Think of where you would be living out in the snow if it wasn't for mom and her big paycheck. So clean your rooms. There you go. Nobody listens to Grandpa, but he's going to be very emphatic about that. Daddy is going to sit here under these blankets and sweat until he can either breathe or he's dead. Anyway, as I type this on Boxing Day, did everybody get their mailman something nice? Yeah? And that's why you guys haven't gotten your Kickstarter packages yet. I'm feeling mostly better. The best, question mark, slash worst of it was the night I was dying laying in bed and my smartwatch told me I was, quote, in the zone, unquote, because my heart rate had been between 115 and 125 beats per minute. And that meant I was getting good exercise. Dave, I was laying there half asleep. And hitting your upper threshold of cardio. How are you feeling now, Matt? Mm, okay, I'm going to nominate you for world's best lurch impression. Anyway, good times. I'm hoping and praying that this finally leaves my system in time for Paula and I going out tomorrow for an adult overnight away from the children. And I'm hoping to get lucky. Yes, yes, I know, quote, hope springs eternal, unquote. So that is the answer to how was your Christmas, Matt? Sickly, weird, like usual. Okay, where angels fear to tread. When it comes to the subject of married men who are faithful to their wives, getting lucky with their wives, I'm going to tell you something that every woman knows and doesn't say anything about. Uh, and this is really the core of a lot of messages. Women are not stupid. They know how men are about sex. It's like, yes, I know that's the top of your wish list, um, and it is always at the top of your wish list. Uh, but I got to tell you that one of the things that's happened is okay. Again, that's something that every woman knows, and most guys have no idea about and have never thought about. Is and this is completely indelicate. So if you're somebody who's into very very delicate, please hold for Dave Sim. This isn't one for you. So you could maybe just skip over to the next section. Anyway, husbands and boyfriends, when you ejaculate inside of your wife or your girlfriend, she knows how much is going in there. I mean, the inside of a vagina is very, very sensitive, and ejaculate is, of course, at when you're healthy, 98.6 degrees. Uh, so when you do, when you come to the spooey moment, then she knows, okay, uh, this is inside of me, and this is about how much ejaculate there is in there. It goes about this much, this deep, and it's filling me up just about this much. Uh, Now she cross references that with the fact that, okay, we haven't had sex in probably about a month and a half, 2 months. Um, And I'm not feeling the moment. It's like there is ejaculate, but it's not going in very deep, and it's certainly not filling up the available space, which then poses the question: okay, where did the last 2 months of ejaculate go? Only two possibilities. You're having an affair, and she's getting the ejaculate, or you're whacking off to online porn or whacking off to something else. And doing so at least regularly enough that what should be her ejaculate. I mean, this is what we're talking about with faithfulness, non adulterous sex, sex between married couples. Uh, she's she's entitled to go, the ejaculate is mine, right? I mean, there's only one legitimate place for it to go. And if we haven't had sex for 3 weeks, there should be a lot more of it. So consequently, that's when you get that drift away quality happening. If you don't want the drift away quality happening and you're hitting on your wife for sex, better make sure that you haven't whacked off for at least 2 or 3 weeks before that. I mean, you will fill up and you will be ready to pump her full uh, past a specific point, but mm, don't be whacking off yesterday to OnlyFans and then going, hey, how about if we have sex? And it's like, there's just going to be a couple of little dribbles there, and that's not going to do any good things for your marriage. Uh, there's no reason that a woman should have to explain that to you, or Dave Sims should have to explain that to you. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know, but word to the wise: if you're hitting on your wife for sex, you better have enough ejaculate to make it worth the trip for her, because otherwise you're posing more questions than you can comfortably answer. And so we begin again. Will Gray asked on the Facey bookies. Oh, wait a minute. No, um, Dave Dave Sim has a priority here. I was going to do basically a Lee Thacker special at this point. So I will go and get my Lee Thacker raw materials and meet you back here at Camp David in about 10 minutes, or from your perspective, just shut the recorder off and then turn it back on.